Commissioners, my name is Plummer, and I do not stand here to represent any certain group of people. I appreciate the opportunity to speak before you and this group this morning. I respect your position as community leaders, and I understand the pressures that you may encounter as you attempt to make decisions for our county. But I want to state again my opposition to a matter that's probably been beat to death. But I feel that I need to state opposition to the video gaming aspect of the country crossings. While I respect your position and the endeavors that you attempt, I want to continue to voice opposition to the bingo changes that allow for the introduction of video gaming to our community. I believe that you may have abused authority that was given to you by the people of this county and expanded what the public had originally supported as simple card charitable bingo. I believe that video gaming was introduced through a cloud of deception. I believe that promises have been made by self-seeking promoters that will never come to fruition. The decisions made have nothing to do with the well-being of citizens of this county. We have already seen the abuse of citizens being forced from their rental homes under the false pretense of sold property. I stand to be corrected if these promoters assisted in the relocation of those affected by the original site. The truth is, this decision has been made by a few, but will have negative consequences for many. Several issues should be matters of concern for this commission and for this community. The first concern should be the fact that a few made a moral decision that is going to affect the whole of this community. A decision of this magnitude should go before the people in a vote. This is no doubt the continued abuse of political positions. The second concern is the negative impact that video gaming will have on this community. Every dollar spent in the gambling industry requires $3 to address the negative consequences brought about. Gambling actually costs more than raising taxes. Every problematic gambler costs this country between $14,000 and $22,000, which equals $280 to $440 per citizen. Gambling produces a negative return for the economy. Gambling takes from the people with no tangible return for their money. The proposed idea that the money derived from the bingo will come from tourists is false. The truth is that money derived from electronic gaming will most likely come from the population existing within a 30 to 50 mile radius of the site. And the gaming devices will be played by those who have a lower socioeconomic standard and by a higher number of elderly and minorities, and today a rising use by teenagers. Gambling studies have concluded that economies cannot gamble their way to prosperity. Gambling economies transfer consumer wealth, destroy productivity, undermine economic national security, and destabilize banks, financial institutions, and stock markets. The proposed electronic gaming will take away from other venues of entertainment, restaurants, and other businesses in the community. It does not matter how much you tax these games, the money taken from our economy will never come back to this community. 3 to 5 years after the introduction of this gaming, of video gaming, there will be an increase in bankruptcy, crime, and poverty levels. For those who oppose me calling video bingo gambling, it has been proven that electronic gambling machines are one of the most addictive forms of gambling. Electronic gambling devices have been labeled as the crack cocaine of the industry. These video bingo machines have been ruled illegal as Class II gaming or gambling by many states, including California, under the Penal Codes 326.5 and are punishable under the codes of 319 and 320. I believe that this commission is opening up the county for the loss of thousands of dollars spent on lawsuits, since the video machines have already been rendered illegal by many state Supreme Courts. In closing, this commission has not taken into account the overwhelming impact that this venue will have on the infrastructure of this county. Already highways, medical care, and benevolent organizations are stretched to maintain service to this population. Commissioners, we need industry that will bring full-time jobs, that will offer a livable salary and adequate benefits. I may be mistaken, but most entertainment venues do not offer this to the average employee. Commissioners, I want to go on record with my opposition to this industry and to the process in which it was introduced into this community. Commissioners, I ask you to rescind your support for bringing the gambling industry to our county. Commissioners of faith, I ask you to reconsider your biblical and moral convictions against the industry, and you have been elected to stay strong under the pressures, not to succumb to those things that will have a negative impact on our community, no matter the fruitless promises that they come with. If a man gains the whole world yet loses his soul, what profit is it? Thank you for the allotted time.
Anyone else from the floor would like to